The soulless ones. You know, I didn't believe it at first. I used to be the type just running around, making money, fucking women, and, you know, that was it. Take care of my kids, go to work, ate, took care of my health, saved money. I did all of that. And you know what? I didn't know no different. I felt the same until something changed inside of me. I started having some weird experiences. And these weird experiences scared the shit out of me because I started seeing something. It's like something was either always in front of me, somewhere in my peripheral, or coming out of me. Well, that led me to investigate, what the hell is that? I found out it was my soul. So all my life I've been running around thinking I have a soul, and I didn't. What's the problem with that? The problem is we all think that we're just here to do the mediocre things like I just first described. But in reality, you were sent here as a soul for a reason. We lost that. We came down here, got into relationships, started chasing our ambitions, our desires, got jobs, made more kids. Now we're, liable for that. We have to go out and seek whatever means necessary to support them and put a shelter over their heads. Just led down the path of what's called karma. So we live our life not in destiny, but in karma. Everything we do have a karmatic effect. It's called cause and effect. Old Egyptian law was taken out of history by the Greeks. Well, to make a long story short, you see, the reason why is that is because your soul is inside your body. It's located down by your ass. That's why Jesus rode up on the ass. Yeah, he's the soul. The Christ, the Horus, it's all the same thing. That's Dionysus, that's Mithra, Attis, the Apollonius of Tyre. You name them, it's a whole bunch. It's a whole bunch. What's this last one I was going to say? Serapis. All right, we'll leave it there. Plato. That image, just that bust image, that's the general image anyway they use. But it doesn't mean that's them. This is all ancient African and Coptic, Gnostic information. But anyways, as we go on now, you know, the reason why is that is because we never really developed our soul. So why we never develop our soul is because your soul works with your aura. Your aura, or what I call the magnetic field. So if I say magnetic field, I'm talking your aura field. Now, this is how it works. It's like you're an energy ball inside there. You got an actual physical flesh to navigate on the third dimension. It's not literally you. And not supposed to be taken as you, because you're going to be a slave to yourself, your physical body, which is your enemy. Yes, you got an enemy. It's not really, it's the government too and all that other stuff you're saying, but that's mediocre material shit. Your real enemy is two things, your mind, your brain. Your brain is a part of your body. They're here to deceive you to make sure you don't wake up your soul, because your soul is going to challenge them and shut them down and take over. They know that, so they fear the soul. A lot of your dreams that you're running from and everything is really your soul chasing you. And your body know, your mind know, get the fuck up out of there. Nah, this nigga about to wake him up. Nah, we can't have that. Well, anyways, you have to charge up. The process of charging up your aura is what we call having sex. This has to do with the Kundalini now. You see, for you to ascend, you have to have your Kundalini aligned. This is what happens when you have your sacral bone and the energy from not having to come. If you come, you exhaust what's called light. Your semen, your tears, your mucus is all different densities of light, with the semen being the most purest. So it connects you to your higher self, right? You have a lower self and a higher self. So now, through what we call foreplay, that's getting your penis hard, getting her wet and all that, you charging up. You charging up. When you come, you implode. That's one more niche, boom, you took out of your soul coffin and starting to release. But you need a lot of that to do it. But you can't have a lot of it in the sense of having a lot of sex. I mean, you can do that, but theoretically it's not going to work. You could have sex every day for 50 years and never came, much less achieve releasing your soul, which is part of the process. You have to climax. And a lot of people really never climax. They've been alive 30, 40 years and really don't know what a climax is until they really had a climax. And that's when they realize, oh shit, I never had a climax. So, that's one thing you have to keep in mind too. That, what a climax is. I'll explain that later. But when you do come, that's the implosion that helps release your soul. And you need a lot of it. But you have to now build it up to a strong charge. That's where you get Kama Sutra and all that coming. But now I'm giving you tips. And when you get to the point of foreplay for a while. Then stop. Forget about it. Leave it alone for the rest of the day or the next few hours. Come back, do it again. Do a lot of foreplay in your life without actually having sex or coming. That's the charging up. Then, eventually when you have sex, that shit is going to be so fucking strong inside of your back and your ass and boom, explosion in your head. That's like a real charge. It's not saying that's going to be the ultimate one, but you want charges like those. Those help awaken your soul. So eventually what happens? You don't know, and I can't give you an exact time and date for you, but eventually now through stress, oppression, and a whole bunch of other adversities, your soul lifts up out of you. It's not going to come out because you're happy, you're living good, you got family and kids, and you're living right. Your soul is dead right there. It's not active. You have to be going through stress, adversity, arguing with your spouse. These things bring out something in you. And that's what that something is, your soul. You understand? But usually we allow the body to take control of us. We could call it two ways. Unconsciously living in a habitual cycle. And then it's also living in what's called your lower self, your reptilian survival brain, where it don't take nothing. You laughing, you chilling, you good. You don't even think. You don't have no problems. You never question life. That's what it is to have no soul. Everything is taken care of.